Hello, this is Nick with Smartop, and today I'll be showing you how to put an additional sealing strip on the underseal of your Smartop if ever you have gaps located in between the Smartop and the acrylic of the spa. We are going to want to use a marker, preferably a gray marker, and going around the perimeter and lifting up the skirt, we're going to be making marks on the underseal of the Smartop, the foam underseal of the Smartop, where the acrylic ends and the underseal of the Smartop foam starts. We're going to work our way down, lifting up the skirting and making our marks on the underseal foam. We're going to work our way around a corner, sticking in the pen and making our marks as far back as we can. You're going to wrap around the front, go straight across the control panel, continuing making marks all the way around the corner. Again, all the way back as far as you can, and then down the remainder of the front half. So now that we have made our marks, we are going to open the cover and you will notice where we have made our marks on the underseal foam. These marks are going to indicate where our sealant strip is going to be placed. Our sealant strip will be placed always on the inside of our markers, all the way around. Next thing you're going to do is apply the primer to the underseal of the Smartop. You're going to take your primer and on the inside of your marks, start to apply a thick coat of primer all the way down the wedge and around the corner, making sure to follow the inside of your marks. You will want to make sure that this primer is completely dried before moving on to the next step. The next step is going to be applying the sealant strip to the underseal foam. You will peel back the paper, take your strip, and apply it to the inside of your marks where you laid the primer. You're going to work your way down, pressing it down, and then you're going to work your way around the corner following your marks. You'll work around. Make sure to follow those marks. And then you will come to the end and you can cut the sealant strip to size. You will then want to go back and firmly press the sealant strip down all the way around the perimeter. It's important when doing the front half, when applying the seal, you want to start at the center near the hinge strip, work your way up, and then continue down the hinge. This is only for the front half of the Smartop. Now that we have completed the front half of the Smartop, we will then move on to the back half. The same steps apply. We will first take our gray marker and go around the perimeter, making our marks on the underseal foam where the acrylic ends, going around the corner, all the way down the end and around the back front. If there is a scenario where you are unable to get a mark due to possibly the bracket, we have another method that can be used to make your marks. If you are unable to reach a part of the underseal foam due to a bracket, here is the method that we will use to make our marks. First thing you will do is mark the acrylic right on at the wedge at the top point of this acrylic. We will then open the Smartop and make another mark on the corner of the spa at the highest point of the wedge. You will then take the measurement from this point to that point, and that measurement will tell you from where our sealant starts to that corner is where the mark needs to be made. You can work your way around the corner with that measurement, making marks so that you can wrap the sealant strip around the corner. Once your marks are complete on the back half of the cover, you'll repeat the steps you took on the front half of primering the surface on the inside of your marks, allowing that to dry, and placing your sealant strip on the inside, pressing down, and then you will be complete with the back half of the Smartop. Next, we will move on to the control panel. Just like the rest of the cover, you will be taking your marker and making marks along the Underseal foam and the edge of the acrylic. You will then follow that by primering the inside of your marks, allowing that to dry, applying the sealant strip, firmly pressing it down. If you are unable to reach the back of the control panel, there is another method we can use, which I will show you in the next video. What you will want to do is make a mark on your existing sealant strip right where the acrylic turns on both ends. You will then find the middle point of your two marks and make another mark. Once you have that mark, you're going to measure from the most inner point, center point of the control panel to your sealant strip and jot down this measurement. You will also want to measure from the turn here to the turn here. You will want to be taking this measurement and marking that down as well. Once you have gathered those measurements, you will be measuring your front to back measurement, making a mark, and you will be following this line. Then you will be taking your side to side measurement you took and measuring from here over and matching it with this mark and this mark. These marks will tell you where the contour of your control panel is for you to then primer the surface, allow to dry, lay your sealant strip, firmly press down. Since you are adding an additional sealant strip to the existing underseal, you may need to readjust your Sherlock in order for it to operate correctly. That can simply be done by moving it up slightly in order to facilitate pulling the Smartop down onto the acrylic. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to us.